looking at the camera or straight by it?
Right here.
Okay.
Alright, ready?
Good afternoon, good evening to you all. Welcome to this seminar. I appreciate you all coming. My name is Marissa D. Jackson, and I just want to welcome you. So, as we know, this is a mental health seminar, and I felt it only be right that I share my own personal story really quickly with you guys. As I began doing this mental health awareness, production, stage play, the mentality of it, I want to share with you guys that you are not alone. I go through my own mental health issues, and dealing with it in my own way, I've realized talking about it has helped me. Listening to you guys' stories have helped me. And I just want you to be encouraged today as you hear the stories of individuals sharing their life, things they've never said before, personal. It's coming from a place of them wanting to pour out, right? And me as myself wanting to pour out as well, just in lieu of helping all of us together as one. And I didn't want to be exempt from this because I do have my own mental health issues and I'm becoming more aware of it. And that is the hope we want from you all today. To understand it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to share your story because it can help someone. So again, I just want to welcome you and thank you all for coming. And after you leave here today, we're hoping that you leave in a better headspace, knowing that you're human, it's okay, you can go through things as well, and you will still be loved. And also, remember to pray. Praying is the biggest key. Give yourself some peace, give yourself some time with God. Look at where I'm at. I'm at a peaceful place right now because this is what you need for your mental health. Just like you go to the doctor, it's all mental. You need it to get it together. Amen. I didn't mess that up. So they say it's gonna be okay. But is it really? Honestly, the word for me is I need to see it first, clearly. But the Grand Book says walk by faith and not by sight. Give it to God and trust Him with all your might. Well, what is might when all your life you've had to fight? Fighting everyone from the ones who teased you or touched you or used you and abused you. And yet you try to stand tall in front of the world, but in the dark you cry and you scream to the top of your lungs as if no one could ever think you'd be dealing with this from the time you were young or old for some. But then we stay tucked away and just wait for the thoughts and demons to go astray. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But let's face it, can we really? Or is that just something we keep saying to get through the days and nights? But deep inside our thoughts are far past our understanding of our battles and our fights. Family, so-called friends, relationships, marriages, finances, deaths, sexuality, suicide, church judgment, oh my. I can keep going, but you all get the point. But can someone tell me why? Why is it that we must rise to fall or go from glad to sad or good to bad? Then try to make sense of it all. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. If I'm being honest, that's always been one of the hardest verses to live by for me. And probably you too. It's okay to admit, I must say. But some way, somehow, we all must abide and live out this life that our only God can provide.
Alright, so you getting ready?
Yes. It has been a long day, but I am getting ready for my podcast with Miss Hot Mic Lady She. She will be on any minute. Y'all, time goes so fast. Well, guess what? When you're on a mission, you make time, right? So she should be coming on any second. Got my juice. This is really juice, y'all. And I'm ready. Yes. Yes. Whew. I learned a lot. And as I say all the time, I'm always learning. Last year was a tough year, but it was a grateful learning year for me. It taught me a lot. It showed me a lot. It opened a lot that I needed to see in order to move forward, right? As far as the production side, the directing side, of course, it made me a little more stern. You know, as I grow in each production, I learn more, and you know, my level of sternness becomes a little more, right? But I feel like with Bullied, I use that as a great example of my strength, right? You know, as one person having 22 castmates, that's a lot, especially when it's unexpected, right? But I grew, I got through it, and that's just God saying you can do anything, right? Because I was a bit discouraged. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit like, okay, this is a lot, but God, and goodness gracious, He got me through it. And so it's just growth for me. It's growth, and I know everything He does is His strategic plan, right? Surpass our understanding, big time. But the outcome is always great. It's always great, and it was a beautiful, beautiful outcome at Bully. Man, and that's how this stemmed. I knew Smiley for who she is. She's a song person. She's into bands. She's a host and everything. So you know, she's just out, you know, doing her thing. And so she hosted Tales of a Grown Girl. When I did that, yeah, she hosted it in Silver Spring, and yeah, she hosted it in Silver Spring, and then again, we just remained friends. And so something said, you know what, I need her for Bully. And she was honored. She was honored. So she hosted Bully for me. And this is how Help Is On The Way came about, because intermission, she was so intrigued by the play itself. She pulled me to the side and said, Marissa, she said, we need to talk. And I said, okay. I said, everything okay? Because it's intermission. So I'm like, okay, is that? She said, girl, we gonna talk. Right after that, she said, I'm gonna need you to do a play on mental health. And I said, wow. I said, say less, we'll talk next week. Talk next week. She gave me free reign. Do you, use your mind, your words. She gave me topics that she wanted to touch, right? And pretty much told me, free, do your thing. Because she trusted me. She trusted me, and that meant a lot. Because this mental health means so much to everybody. My biggest concern when I auditioned for this, and they can tell you, I asked them every rehearsal, is everybody okay? Because I don't want anybody to do something that's going to trigger them in a way. Because again, these roles are not easy. I mean, they are tapping into their sensitivity more than ever. You know, and so I'm always asking them, are you, and we're on our fourth rehearsal, and I'm still, you guys okay? Because you know, the more you get into it, the more in depth you get, the more deep it gets, the more you know, like, whoa, I know this script for real now, you know? And so I know a few who's going through, but everybody says they're fine. Everybody wants to do it because it's helping them as well. For me and my family, believe it or not, I can say we were kind of lucky, if you will. Although we came from a struggling family side, we had love. And I think that's huge when it comes to mental health. And so for me, I wanted to tap into different scenarios of mental health that people may not even realize they're going through. I had to pray about it. Because as a writer, you have to watch what you write, because you have to watch how you say things, but you have to be real about it too. So this is probably my most challenging play. I'm just, like I said, every day it's an awe for me. My God, you're just amazing. The way you are ordering my steps that I had no clue. No clue. And to add to it, I will also have people sharing their stories who are not in the play, but they will be intertwining in between to share their stories because they told me they're ready to tell it. Just saw a gas station before.
So where are you headed to?
Going to this interview with Mr. Daniel Price. Good interview with him. I drove out here on this lovely Sunday, all the way to Virginia. And we gonna do what it do.
My name is Daniel, Daniel Price. Last name Price. I'm from Queens, New York City. Born and raised in South Jamaica, Queens, baby. Life was, it was different. I'm the youngest of 5. My father, he had 2 different kids with another lady, and thank God he chose my mom to have 3 of us. And that was good. I'm the youngest, so I always had to learn from my big brothers, whether I like it or not. So I got the last of everything. I barely, was able to just, fend for myself. I always had my big brothers, so it's a lot of protection, a lot of hand-me-downs. And you would say in the movies, I'm pretty much, I'm hard most of the time. I love my mother more than anybody, so I'm pretty much a little hard on her. I should be a little easier on her than I am. But I, come from love, because I don't show no other female no type of love like my mom. My oldest brother, he taught me, he would like to teach me responsibility. So what they would do was they would say, "Oh, go wash the dishes. I'll give you $10. Tell me if somebody said something new today. What'd you do to them? Wait, those ain't your sneakers. Why you wearing Joel sneakers for? What's your problem?"
You felt like that's what helped you.
I felt
in
like
that aspect.
That's what that I looked at it as bullying before. That's because I ain't recognize love. But as you get older, you kind of see like living is a little bit more what you focus on. And just like 5 years ago, that's what I was doing until I felt like a piece of me died. My brother, he was killed in another state. If it wasn't for me and my brother, we would have never found him. My family would have had no closure at all. I got home and my mother was on the phone, and there was 2 people on the phone saying, "We haven't heard from Joel. We can't find him. He said he was gonna come meet us." As my older brother, I said, hey, whatever. He's gonna call. I just seen him. My last moments with my brother was love, laughing, and I'm gonna kick it with you later. We're gonna go smoke when we get back to the RP. That was the last time. I went to go look on the ping, like there's GPS locations of where you was last at, where you check in and check out on your phone. I ran his ping all the way from his house in Oyster Bay, New York City, all the way to the La Quinta Hotel in Connecticut, Stanford. I looked on CT News and I searched up, and it said a homicide was at the La Quinta Hotel. A black or a Hispanic male was found dead behind the dumpsters, covered under garbage at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I called the hotel and I said, I said, hey, I said, I may have some information about that homicide. I just want to know, and I want to talk to the detective just to figure out, because I want to let him know that my brother's last location was there and the ping was missing. Man, let's say 5 minutes later. Not even 5 minutes. I'm looking at the clock and the detective calls me. And he says, yeah, he says, hello, this Daniel? I said, yes. He said, wanted to let you know, the person that got killed at the hotel, he was a black male. And he did look Hispanic, but he wasn't Hispanic. He was a black male. Had to be about 29 to maybe about no older than 31. No, we found out he was hanging out with he was aligning himself with some cats who was just imposters. And he was giving advice on you have to watch who's in your corner and who you are hooking up with, because your group of friends that you hang out with is the future that's going to be for you. And he just, he didn't take heed, and I wish he would have listened a little bit more. Yeah, I've never had a chance to get this off my chest. Never really went into depth like this, and this is only a small percentage. But this little bit of expression, I'm carrying this with me until I reach my grave, because at this point, I feel like I've elevated.
What are you going through? Do you need someone to talk to? You think I don't know or got a clue? What's on your mind? What's bothering you? Need to vent? I got you. What's going on?
Are we taking pictures?
No.
Oh. I couldn't wait to wear these glasses, so now I got them on.
What are you doing again?
Where am I going?
Yeah.
I am going to Be More Podcast interview, podcast, and we're going to talk about help is on the way. So I am excited. Just got in from work, and I am getting ready to go there now. Ready to take this long trip to Be More and share the love.
I'm saying nice, have fun, good luck. Happy trails, happy returns.
Yeah, I'll send y'all the YouTube.
Hey, I was gonna ask, is it live or is
Yes,
it
it's
taped?
live on YouTube.
Okay. So did you put it up?
Melanie knows how to get to it.
I'm saying for people.
Oh no, I'm going to when I get there. I'm gonna put it up. I should get there by 6. And it doesn't start till 7. So while we're eating and fellowshipping, I should be able to put it up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Chop, chop. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's go. 1 for the money, 2 for the time. Be More Pod, it's gonna rock your mind.
Okay.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. How we looking back here?
Open up your chest, man.
All right. Please, baby, please. Baby girl, yeah, there you go. Hey, but let's get right into it. Look, I did not make it to see Bully. Yes. And I knew it was awesome. We actually, almost every week, every other week, last couple of times we have been playing that trailer to Bully. Oh, we just been playing it, and I know you only had, you know you found.
Thank you.
And I know that was only in the theater for one.
Yes, we only did one show in Maryland. We did one prior in New York in January.
Okay. Awesome.
You gonna bring that back?
Bully?
I got some things going on with Bully. Bully moving some ways.
Okay, I got you.
It's not finished.
That's awesome.
It's a movement.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear.
Yes.
But y'all heard you got this new
Yes.
exciting player.
Yes. Help is on the way.
Okay.
It is a mental health awareness production. Inspired by Smiley J. Shout out to Smiley J.
Awesome.
She was actually my host at Bully.
Okay.
And during intermission, she pulled me to the side and was like, Marissa, I need to talk to you. And I said, what's wrong? I'm nervous. And she said, we got to talk. Moving forward, a week later, she said, I need you to do a play on mental health.
Oh, man.
And I said, say less, because that's what we need.
Oh, so that was quick. That was a quick turnaround. That really just came out.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Period.
I love
Period.
It don't stop.
Yeah, so.
A lot of people go through a lot of things,
Yeah.
and mental health is one of the, I think it's one of the main conspirators
Yeah, absolutely.
for a lot of stuff that's going on.
Absolutely.
And people don't know how to seek help for it. And people, and the thing about it, when I was young, the last thing you can be is mental health didn't even exist.
Yeah.
Get out of that.
Yeah. That's it. Get over it and keep moving.
Get out of it. And the main thing about it is you can't do anything without that mental.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you dealt with something like this.
I'm dealing with mental health now.
There you go. I guess
And I'm
everybody
being
is.
very
You want to see it
transparent.
from one another?
Everybody has some kind of
That's
something
true.
they're going
That's
through.
true.
And so many levels, different levels, higher levels, upper levels, and this is more of a skit production.
I got you.
So we're throwing different scenarios out here because we want people in the audience to say, "Oh my God, I go through that."
I got you.
And now we want to show you how can you get through this.
A lot of times you can't even tell your story until you're ready to get healed,
Yeah. Exactly.
or
Yeah.
you're already in the process of healing.
Process. Yeah. Yeah.
And believe it or not, as I'm asking and interviewing different people who are going to be there, a lot of them are saying, Marissa, thank you for this.
Man, that's
20 years they held stuff in.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us this platform to open up. Because if you figure, if you going through it, how many people in the audience go through the same thing?
Yeah.
And they've been hiding it because of scared, being embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to judge me. No, this is life. We are human.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even my cast, like every rehearsal, they'll tell you, y'all
Always
good?
crying.
Y'all good? Because we getting deeper now.
I got you.
You know, when you first read the script, it's like, all right, this is it. Now it's like, whoa.
Right.
So every rehearsal, I ask them, everybody still good? Because even some of them going through some stuff.
Yeah.
That's in this skit.
And that's healing though.
That's healing.
That's talking
Took it right out my mouth.
That's healing. When you get something like when it comes out, man, you talking about like a weight. Come on.
Lift it. Whew.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this. I got to say it.
Go ahead.
Your glasses is killing it. Your glasses is killing them. Y'all peep those glasses out. The glasses.
I know what camera to look at.
Well, all of them got it. All of them got those. I'm telling you, those glasses
Thank
are
you,
killing
thank you, thank you. I'm a glasses head. Like, I love glasses.
Yeah.
I think they're just such a piece. You
Yeah.
can put on anything. Throw some glasses on.
Yeah.
So I thank you so much.
The ones you got on now.
I saved these especially for this show.
I know.
Y'all heard
I'll be
that?
fly. I'll be seeing y'all. I be like, I gotta catch up.
When and where can people see this?
So it is May 3rd, 2025 this year. Please mark your calendars, guys. It's a 4 o'clock show. We trying to get everybody in this building because this is probably one of the most untalked about topics.
Okay.
You
So
absolutely
one
right.
night only for this.
One night,
One night only
as of
again?
right now.
Okay, that's right
One
now.
night
As of
only.
right now.
Okay.
Because I
I love it, but
gotta
I
hit
need
keep
more.
moving. Yeah. Because there's always something behind
That's
it.
true.
So it's 4 o'clock, Bowie Center Performing Arts, Bowie,
Okay.
Maryland. Tickets on sale, BowieCenter.org. $35 range to $55. We just want people there.
Okay.
You know, it's not all about money. We need people to hear the message, see the message, and prayerfully get through it and help themselves.
You said May when?
May 3rd,
And
Right before
guys,
Cinco de Mayo.
Saturday, May 3rd.
You might see a familiar face.
Oh, you gonna be there?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I had to ask her on the side. I was like, you want me to mention it?
Why you doing? Look, I thought we was cool together. Did you know
This was all a surprise, Dennis.
You did, man.
I'm not gonna say at what capacity, but
No, the point I'm upset about. Everybody know but me.
You was going to know tonight.
We sorry.
I'm Melanie Jackson, and I am originally from New York, Hempstead, New York. Growing up, it was just me, my sister, my mother and father. Just really, we had a struggling childhood, pretty much. I mean, we kind of struggled. My dad, he was in and out of jobs. My mom, she was the bicycle one that had, had the jobs or whatever. But we grew up being grateful, you know, because if it wasn't for those times, you know, we wouldn't be able to appreciate what we got now. Coming out of high school, I got involved with someone, but I was young and, fell in love, and I didn't get to do what I really wanted to do. So I stayed back, and I ended up having a baby. I don't regret having her because, that's my baby. I love her, even though she's 22 now. After my dad died, he got really sick, and after he died, me and her, we moved to Georgia to stay with my aunt to see about a better life. And then I found out I had lupus, and I was so devastated. I didn't know what to do. When I first figured out I had it, I didn't know what was wrong. And I went to the doctor and they did a biopsy and they said it was lupus. And I said, lupus? What is that? I didn't even know what that was. And then they explained to me that it's an autoimmune disease. And I had my family, I had my doctors, and they supported me in whatever I needed. They gave me like the best medicines that would work for me, for my body. Maybe 2012, 2013, it started to get a little better once I stayed on my medicine. And some days I still get fatigued a lot. I don't want to get up. But once I'm up and I take my meds, everything starts to fall in place. I start to feel a little better. I just got tired of New York. The house that we were living in, it was kind of depressing state. I lost my uncle in it. My uncle died in it. My father, he died in it. It was just depressing. So after a while, you get tired of it. I went to try to look for something else to see if I could make a little bit more money. So I did leave that job, and I did get hired at another job making a little bit more money. After about a week, 2 weeks there, I was like mentally, I said, I can't do this. They are so disrespectful. The females there that I worked with, they didn't want to help me. They act like I was a problem every time I asked a question. I used to go home with like headaches, because they're like disrespecting me. I was scared to ask. I would be doing the work and then I would get so frustrated, or I didn't care after a while. I wouldn't care if I did something wrong. And then the last day, I actually spoke to my sister, and she said, don't go back. Don't go back. Because me ended up in the hospital for headaches or stress or high blood pressure was not worth that job. So I just went out on faith and I just left. I reached back out to my old job, and it's crazy because they actually had my position still open. And I was like, wow, how crazy is this? Like, God. And I was able to start back at my old job. Trust God. No matter how it looks, you're going through something. You're gonna go through, but you're gonna come out. Just remember, you're gonna come out. You just gotta have faith. You're gonna come out.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Jackson. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My name is Cherish, and this is my mom.
My name's Tamika Joy Harris Russell, and Cherish is my daughter.
I was born in Woodbridge, but I grew up in Springfield, Virginia. I have 14 sisters. Yeah, because my dad just had one. And 10 brothers.
So, Cherish, how was life growing up for you as a child?
It was very chaotic because I had a lot of siblings.
Would you like to share anything with us about it?
I had a whole bunch of siblings. So, and I'm the middle child. So the oldest had the oldest, the young had the young. I was by myself. And my mom, she was mostly attentive to my older sister. And my dad wasn't there. So, and I didn't have many friends. And they...
Breathe. That's all right. This is helping people that are going through things like you. It's a lot. It's a lot to take on as a parent when you have multiple children, a lot of children, and you're trying to find that balance. You know, I have 3 older and 3 younger. And so trying to be there for everyone, and a husband and my own self, it can be a lot. And so to hear that, I have to make sure that I hear her and not make excuses or try to take away from her feelings and how she really feels.
Cherish, what was it exactly you were looking to get from your mom? What was missing?
Love.
So love.
Yeah, because I don't know how to love today because I was never shown. You're supposed to love yourself, but you can't love yourself if you don't know what love is. I just gave up on trying to find out what love is.
So, as we see, Cherish really couldn't handle it at this moment. How do you feel about that? Can you elaborate a little more? Why do you think she walked off?
She's still going through the process. She's still going through the process, and when you're going through the process, it's challenging, it's hard, it hurts very much, and sometimes you don't know what to say, you don't know how to say it, you don't want to be wrong, you already feel like you're wrong, you already feel like everybody's wrong, and so, yeah, I don't want to push her. I want her to feel comfortable with her going through her journey. I come from a small town of Occoquan, Virginia. I had a great childhood in regards to being in the town. My mom, she sold Avon. So she was raised by my great aunt, which was my great aunt, which was her great aunt, who didn't have, her parents died at a young age. So you have a mom, she was 16, that was kind of sheltered, and she was like my big sister, really. And then my father, he was a habitual alcoholic, and so because he had a lot of siblings that he helped raise, he was taken out of the schools to help raise his family. It did take a toll not having him there and seeing other children with their fathers. That whole thing where I see with Cherish of the situation, the abandonment of nobody loves me because your father is really like your first man, just love the person that they're supposed to love you, protect you, guide you, just lead you, be there for you is not there. I dealt with it being rebellious. I've dealt with it any way that I could in regards to what I felt like at that moment felt good. Everything to ignore what it is that was really going on to heal from that, because I was young. Thank God it didn't get me incarcerated or dead. So it got me to where I am. Today I'm helping others get through the journey that life has, given them and teaching them how to really make lemonade out of lemons.
So Cherish, welcome back. We realized earlier it was a bit much for you, so we thank you for coming back. So we just want to know today, where is your life now? How would you explain Cherish at 21 years old?
She's much happier. She has more friends and a loving dog. And she's a teacher. She wants to help kids and stop whatever she sees bullying going to school. She stops it as a teacher's point of view. Because, some teachers are bystanders. And, she's just more joyful. She smiles more. She laughs a lot. She's more silly. As much as you don't want to hear it, it gets better.
That's beautiful.
Short and simple. It does. It's always just grass. The grass is always greener on the other side somewhere, and you just have to keep going. You can't give up.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Know that things can get better. And believe. Just have faith. As small as a mustard seed, that you're worth life living.
So Tamika, we appreciate that. You did mention that you sing. Would you mind sharing with us maybe a minute and a half of something that gets you through? That you wouldn't mind blessing us with today?
Sure. Sure. Let me see. He is Lord. He is Lord. He has risen from the dead, and he is Lord. Every knee shall bow, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord.
What's going on the inside? No, I can't let nobody know. Feel like I might die if I don't let nobody know. Every time I'm about to try, right before I hit the door, here come all the reasons why I should keep my mouth closed. Need somewhere for to hide, out the way I will go. That's what I decide every time I'm high though. All I need is a little time to get right back into the flow. Set them problems to the side and leave that all in the back row. And let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Oh. Keep my control, don't explode and don't lose my cool. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Oh. And don't let it show, cause the devil will stay on the move. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Oh. Keep my control, don't explode and don't lose my cool. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Oh. And don't let it show, cause the devil will stay on the move.
How you felt about that?
Oh man, I feel good. I feel great. I am grateful that God is allowing platforms for people to tell their stories, and to be a part of it is everything to me. So I'm very happy. God is moving. God is going to heal and help through people's stories.